Hey, welcome to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy. Today I want to show you Ankhor. This is a new small box game by Space Cowboys. These are the same people that do Jabor. And so this is a new game in their two-player series. It says 2 to 4, but I don't know if that's just some kind of variant. But this right here is what sold me on the game. I was walking through my local game store before all this COVID stuff happened, and I saw this on the shelf, and I thought, well, I haven't heard of that. And then I turned it over, and the back side of that game, this right here, sold me on it. It looked so cool. It had these cool Splendor-like tokens. It came with this metal player token, and then this whole stacking of the tiles. I remember when I saw that, I was like, I'm going to pick this up. And so I bought it that day and brought it home, and my wife and I played it that same day. And I wanted to do a review on this game. So let me show you what you get in the box, because that's pretty cool, right? Really, really done well. This is this piece folds out. You get these cool tokens right here that are just like the Splendor tokens. They're smaller than the Splendor tokens, but they have the same weight. They have that same, whatever that heat transfer stuff is. It looks so good on there. It's really, really high quality in what they did. And the version that I got, I don't know if they all do, but the version I got came with this fancy first player token there. And so the components right out of the gate are pretty impressive to me on what they are. And then it's just a simple game of trying to buy these tiles and then place them out on the board. Now, I did watch a review when I got home, or how to play when I got home, and the guy on there was saying a lot, man, this is like Splendor. You're going to love it. If you love Splendor, you're going to like that. But let me show you the depth of the Splendor comparison. Are you ready? Here we go. So there are tiles that come out that you're going to have to pay to purchase. All right? It's similar to Splendor. And on your turn, you get to either take tiles, you get 3 tiles, that's your turn, or you could turn them in to buy something. Here we go. Here's a green and a black. I'm going to get this tile. That's all the Splendor comparison there is. Like, it ends right there. And that's okay. But if you go into this game expecting this to be like Splendor, that's about it. You get to hold these nice little chips in your hand, and then you turn those chips in to buy something. But that's really the end of the comparison, at least for me. I don't see really any other comparison to it, because what you do after you buy the tile is what makes it totally different. So I get this tile, and I'm going to place it into a tableau. And then every other tile that you get just has to be adjacent to a previous placed one. You couldn't do something like this. But it's just got to share a side with one. And then you put them out there, and you are going to continue to draft these tiles and buy them until you have 5 of a kind together. Now, I don't have that pre-figured out here, so give me just a second. But once I get 5 of a kind put together, what do you know? There's no more black tiles in there. Once I get 5 of a kind put together, I am going to score some victory points. I'm going to get 3 victory points for having 5 black tiles connecting. But I could also have scored 5 victory points if I would have had 5 beetles together. So if I would have made it look like this, 5 beetles together, I'm going to get 5 victory points, or 3 victory points for that. Now, there is another aspect to it where you can't actually lay tiles on top of something else. And once you do that, the tiles underneath are now locked into place, so you can't move them. But otherwise, if you use one of these fancy ankhs, you could move some tiles around the board, and then you get to clear some tiles. Now, that's an interesting thing in the game, is once you buy a tile, the whatever you call this, the lineup here does not just refill. So I wouldn't do that and then put another one in. Instead, it stays like this until somebody spends one of these ankhs. It's going to get rid of this one, and then they're going to slide down, and then new ones come out. And so you are going to continue playing, drawing tiles until I think you play maybe 13 of these. I think once you get your 13th one out there or something, yeah, 13th tile, then the game ends. Some of the other tiles I didn't talk about is there are some that are just straight victory points. There are some that are just a color and not an animal or insect, whatever. And then there are these people that come out too, and I cannot remember what the people do. Oh, you get an extra turn. So if you buy the tile that's got one of the dudes on it or the ladies, then you get to immediately take another turn after that. So what I used a lot with this is I would buy this tile and then do my extra turn to get a few more tiles or chips. That way next round I'm kind of set up. Because there is a limit, you can only have 5 of these in your hand at any time. So it's a fast-playing game. Box is 30 minutes, totally a 30-minute game. And the decisions that you make are pretty relatively simple. This is not complicated to teach. And so what would I tell you to do? Would I tell you to buy it, play it, or hate it? I should have told you this at the beginning of the review. That's how we normally do it. But this is a play it game for me. It's not a bad game. But it didn't wow me. I didn't play this game and instantly say, like I did maybe with the Splendor, and it's unfair to compare it to that. So I'm not comparing this to Splendor at all. But this is just a game maybe unlike Jaipur, where I was like, hey, let's do that again. I need some more camels and do all that kind of stuff that was in Jaipur. This one isn't bad. It's not a bad game at all. It's just not, it didn't pull and grab me in like that. So that's a solid play it game for me. If you wanted to play this game with me, I would totally play this game with you, but I wasn't really wowed by it. So that's my review. If you got any questions, put them down in the comments. I would love to know. And I am excited to see what they come out with next in this 2-player line. I think that they're doing a great job with the production on these. Nothing I've seen in a small box game like that. This looks as good as what they've done. So, all right, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on the Board Game Closet.